Hi, this is Briskedor, the barbecue wizard, and you're listening to the Barbecue Central Show. Bye-bye!
Happy to have you aboard here for the really big barbecue show.
Boing. We cook because we have to, and we grill because we want to.
Hit me!
Fine, how's it going?
You have a great show. I'm a big fan.
Boing.
So what seems to be the problem here? This man looks like he's dead, and he's in the crackle.
Charbono! It's all about the Charbono, dude!
Succulent fish. What?
He ate 54 wieners.
But listen, Libertius, shut your face.
I'm shaking like a dog shit peach seeds.
We have top men working on it right now. Top men.
Hey, just like that, we are into the second hour. Welcome aboard. It's the Barbecue Central Show. Doing live fire, fun, and frivolity things because it is the live fire, fun, and frivolity show. If you missed the first hour, you missed George Motes leading off the show, talking about doing a 21-pound rotisserie turkey last Thursday. It was one of those heritage breed turkeys, $6 a pound. That's a $130 turkey he had, by the way. If you can do quick math, I can do that. We just closed the first hour with Rebecca King, who runs The Bad Jew LA. TheBadJewLA.com is her website. Doing such things as pork strami, to be found on sandwiches named the Rebecca and the Danny Boy, just to name a few. So if you missed the first hour, no problem. I am taping as well, and you can get the podcast at 55 past 11. Actually, it'll probably show up like 2 or 3 in the morning because, as I've mentioned any number of times, podcast feeds don't refresh instantaneously anymore because everybody's got a podcast. Still to come on the show, Sam the Cooking Guy, of course. You can follow me socially at BBQ Central Show on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Snapchat /BBQ Central Show on the Facebooks and Twitch /RD Rempe on YouTube, if you care to find me and watch me on those platforms. Coming up on the best moments of the Barbecue Central Show in 10 minutes or less this Friday, episode 153, taking you back to December 13th, 2011. And I have said it time and time again when these appear. I am not overly a fan or comfortable when the segments are just me. I don't mind being the moderator of a guest. But when the show singles just me out, sometimes it can be a little cringeworthy. Sometimes I find my word choice 8 and 10 and 12 years ago to be lackluster. Could have been better. Could have been a lot better. But this time around, I am recounting a time back in 2011 when I was using my Weber Smoky Mountain cooker, which, by the way, was the very first barbecue pit I ever owned, a Weber Smoky Mountain that my wife Becky got me for Father's Day. And within this story, I tell you, I was cooking 4 racks of ribs, which was routine at that point. I was a pretty accomplished Weber Smoky Mountain cooker. And this was, I think it was cold winter time, obviously December 13th. An incredible amount of steam collected in the dome of the cooker. I had never seen that happen before. But as I raised the lid, 3/4 of it had a steam patch. I don't even know what the hell to call it. But steam was there, and only because the wind was whipping did it get into the top of the bowl, and eventually it exhausted out. But, I mean, otherwise I could have sat it down on the ground, and the steam would have just sat there, or it was a mixture of smoke steam. Stoke. I have no idea what the hell it was. It never happened to me again after that. So I have to ask you, anybody that's got a WSM that's done cooks on it before in fairly inclement weather, have you ever had a collection of steam that would not exhaust? It caused the ribs to get dark, really dark. And in fact, as you listen to the show, I actually pulled them off and finished them in the oven because I probably would have ended up black as night if I would have left them on the normal way, but I couldn't do it. So I want to know, have you had a similar incident with a Weber Smoky Mountain at any point where you had like this collection of steam and smoke all just collected up in the top for no reason? Also, let me remind you that if you have a favorite segment or guest and you want John to put something together for you, email him, Jon, at thebbqcentralshow.com, John at thebbqcentralshow.com. And, of course, you have to subscribe to the podcast feed in order to get the best of shows and any replays of the show for a Tuesday night if you miss it live. Let me apologize here. There were a small handful of you that emailed for the Barbecue Central Show branded masks that look like this, and I haven't obviously gotten them out yet. I do plan on doing that this week, so if you want one, shoot me a quick email in the subject line. Just put, COVID mask or whatever the hell you want to put, the name and address, and I will send one out this week. If you're not going to wear it, don't be a douche. Have me send you one, just because you think it's cool to have. Or I want somebody that's going to wear it out and promote the show. Like, that's the whole deal behind it. Be safe first, but promotion of the show, too. I've had a number of people ask me, what's with the Barbecue Central Show? Oh, you don't know me? I'm from here. Y'all don't know me? Also, I do want to mention this only because they sent out an email to folks they like or have had as guests on their show at some point. That podcast being called Baseball and Barbecue. It's getting ready to celebrate its 3rd anniversary of producing shows. And I was a guest of theirs a while back, one of the very first handful of guests that they brought on. And Len and Jeff put on a very unique show that covers both topics very well. They also, for whatever reason, refused to step into at least 1997 and upgrade their sound at all, even by the slightest of margins. If I might say that COVID is the best thing that has happened to that show from a sound quality standpoint, I don't think I would be embellishing at all. The use of Zoom or whatever the hell they're using has made a noticeable difference. But guys, let's buy a couple microphones. 3 years in, let's make some attempt at getting a better audio setup going. Maybe you guys don't live in the same town or you do it remotely. You don't like each other that much and you have to have distance between you, whatever the case may be. At this point, 3 years in, we can invest a little bit on the audio quality. If you go back and listen to my interview, it sounded like they held up a transistor radio to the microphone. I was ready to claw my ears off. However, that does not change the fact that they have some really good baseball guests, and they have really good barbecue guests. For instance, Chad Ward from Whiskey Bent and Traeger, Texas embedded correspondent Doug Scheiding, who's now going on for the 78th time in December to talk more baseball than barbecue. By the way, Doug is a huge baseball fan, a Chicago Cubs fan. We won't hold it against him, but he's a huge baseball fan. And, of course, me, right in the very beginnings. So, hey now, I want to say to Len and to Jeff, congratulations on 3 solid years. You've done it. Now, times that by 4, add 3 years to the top of that, and we will be even. How about that? There you go. I'm just wondering from the general public if you think that they will cut and use any of that congratulatory message that I just sent them. Terry Tysinger, looking forward to some lively swearing from Sam coming up in a few minutes. Definitely need to coordinate our Coronado trips with yours to see him. Well, Terry, I don't know when that's actually going to be happening. I would like to say soon. I would, but who knows? Guy Chisholm, how's the ear? Are you powering through. Damn right I'm powering through. You can see right here I have this stylish piece of cotton ball jammed in my ear that is soaked with bacitracin on the end that's going in my ear. I don't want to get all medical, but basically here, like from here all the way down here to my lobe is an incision, and they cut my fucking ear right off my head. I didn't know. They didn't say, hey, by the way, we're going to make this huge incision, pull your ear off and lay it on your face so we can have unimpeded access to your ear holes while we tear down your eardrum and give you 2 new hearing bone prosthetics, reinforce the wall that's near your brain because, oh, by the way, this thing has compromised the integrity of that wall, this tumor in your ear. And then on the way out, we'll rebuild your eardrum, make it nice and straight. We'll jam up the eustachian tube willy. And then as we're backing out, we'll put in a big-ass drill bit and bore a big-ass hole coming out. We'll just straighten everything right out. Clean shot in. As a thank you, you can show up to our office twice a year and we'll industrially clean out your ear because you're not going to be allowed to do that anymore. I didn't mention that. And we'll sew your ear back on for you. I don't know if you can tell, but it's fucked up. I think I got not only malpractice, but we got malfeasance afoot. Thank you, Guy, for asking. I did have that set to talk about, but I lost time at the top. All right, before Sam comes in, we'll talk to you quickly about Green Mountain Grills, some of the best pellet cookers out there on the market today. You know I love mine. Mine are sitting right out on the brand new patio right now, getting hammered with snow and rain and ice and sleet and everything else Cleveland can throw at it. But since I'm not a shithead, I keep my grills covered, and they are loving me for it. You can get a choice line if you want to save a couple bucks. Jim Bowie, Daniel Boone. You don't want Wi-Fi, you don't want internal meat probes, you don't need any of that. Save a couple bucks. Get the choice line. I have 2 of them. Love them. Now, want to spend a couple more bucks? We have the holiday season coming up, of course. Want to impress your lover of some sort? Get them the Prime line. You got 2 internal meat probes. You got Wi-Fi capability with app access. Also, you can use the look-in windows on the cooking chamber, on the pellet hopper. You can go one step further than Prime, go Prime Plus, and get lights inside the cooker. Yeah, inside the cooker. That's right. Anyway, whichever option you choose, know that you can't go wrong. If you're more into the traveling, get the Davy Crockett. I don't mention that enough. That can go right in the back of trucks, vans, and FUVs. You can take it on hunting trips like Malcolm's on right now. You can get a decent amount of capacity without sacrificing portability. Go to greenmountaingrills.com. That's greenmountaingrills.com. And check out all the dealers and where they're at in respect to where you live. And then get all those accessories. I tell you each and every week, if you get the Daniel Boone or the Jim Bowie, got to get that pizza oven insert. Got to do it. Must have. All right, Sam, the cooking guy, I'm sure will be loading in here momentarily. He was shooting earlier today. Maybe we'll get some behind-the-scenes quick questions and answers on what we can expect later in the week from him. So stick around. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the #1 most downloaded barbecue and grilling podcast anywhere. The Barbecue Central Show. Howard Stern, Jim Rome, Dan Patrick, and Greg Rempe. The Mountain Rushmore of talk show entertainment. Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central Show.
Hey, this portion of the show being brought to you by Pit Barrel Cooker, the most unbelievable outdoor cooking device on the planet. Currently available in 2 sizes with a host of accessories. Whether you're a beginner or a professional, or perhaps lying somewhere in between them. Definitely a cooker you want to add to the arsenal. Visit pitbarrelcooker.com. Tell them the Barbecue Central Show sent you, and away you go. There's going to be a 3rd size coming. I know I've been teasing it. I haven't been able to get confirmation from Noah or Amber on that, but it's coming. There might be a stainless steel option as well. Nevertheless, my next guest blows it up all over YouTube with 2.39 million subscribers as of December 1st, which is earlier today, giving you no less than 3 cooking videos per week. And who knows where the hell this conversation is going to go this evening, so why don't we just jump headlong right into it. We welcome back Barbecue Central Show guest Hall of Famer Sam the Cooking Guy. Hey, pal.
Did you get a haircut?
Do I need them all cut?
Did you get a haircut?
No, I didn't.
You look very handsome.
I did not.
You didn't?
Well, see, what's happened... Well, guess what, folks? We're already off the rails.
Sorry. Didn't mean to do that.
So what's happened is... And as you had checked up on me, Friday later in the evening for me, early in the afternoon for you, on my ear surgery, I really wasn't allowed to get into the shower and do a lot of head washing because of the whole incision that goes over my ear behind it.
I understand.
So this is kind of like the first time I've washed my hair in 4 days. So it just doesn't have the same. Let's say shine, body, bounce, luster, whatever you want to call it.
Well, thank you for cleaning up for me at least.
Yeah. And also I shave too. This is what it looks like when I'm freshly shaved.
And the bad Jew in L.A.
Yes, we got the bad Jew. I was disappointed because she has this thing, if you follow her socially, that they have this thing called the prom. And I didn't know what the hell it meant. So when I was sound checking with her last night, she was going to be on video actually, and then her internet shit out minutes before she was supposed to come on. So we had to work the whole phone aspect of it. And of course, in the email,
Wait, do you really believe that?
Yes, 100%.
Or is it possible that she herself had a shitty hair day, just was in sweats and not feeling like looking glamorous for the show, and she went, "Oh, Greg, I had my internet blew up. I can only be on audio."
Okay, so I'm glad you asked that question because I was going to explain before you decided to continue to make your point that thanks so much. This is an email from the bad Jew, by the way. Thanks so much. Can't believe the internet went out. I wore glitter for you. So to me, that signals she was ready to be on video. She was.
Yeah. Did she send you a picture?
No.
Did she send you a picture?
Do you think?
Well, come on.
What am I saying? I'm not going to ask for a picture. That would be mega creep.
I didn't say you should ask.
Hold on. Let me reply to this email. Dear Rebecca, Sam the Cooking Guy says you should send me a picture of the glitter to confirm that you weren't ditching video otherwise. Please send immediately. I'm copying Sam on this email. Okay, I just said it. Now we'll see.
I'm just saying, I don't know. When was the last time your whole internet completely took a shit and you couldn't do a thing?
I mean, it's probably been a handful of months.
Just happened to coincide with a visual appearance.
I don't want to. But we.
She wasn't feeling it, and that's okay because we all sometimes just don't feel it.
But she sound checked last night after working her pop-up. I'm not saying that she looked bad, but I can't imagine that she looked worse tonight. What are you trying to bring me down? I don't get it.
Not you. No.
No?
I'm just saying if you don't.
Yeah, but you find it. Your first inclination that was she was taking a shit on the video. She didn't feel like it. She wasn't feeling good.
And I completely get that. There's times when I'm in Zoom. We have a weekly Zoom call for the restaurants, and two guys notoriously are never on camera. It's just their name. John is up there. And I'm like, oh, well, what's up? Come on. I like to see people when I have a conversation. I want to know what's going on. I want to know why John doesn't have his camera going. Maybe he's in his jammies. Maybe he's just shoveling pancakes or something. He doesn't want us to see that. And that's okay. I'm just saying maybe she would have gone, I'm not feeling it. Just let me go audio.
All right.
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I'm not starting a fight.
No,
I'm
there's
just
no
saying
fight starting. There's no
seconds before is a little spurious, don't you think?
little spurious. Are you saying that there might be a level of controversy that we aren't taking into account?
1,000%. There's always a level of controversy.
Yes, indeed. All I know is Guy the Cooking Sam is worried that we were about to embark on a 45-minute talk of hair. So, needless to say, we're totally off of that. Don't worry about it. Sam the Cooking Guy is right here on the show, thecookingguy.com, his website, of course. And if you're not subscribed to him on YouTube, please go and do that and get him to the 2.4 million subscriber mark as quickly as possible. Can we talk cutlery sales? Can we do that?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So if you go to the web, there's an additional website, makeamericacookagain.com. You can get these cutlery pieces. Not only can you get...
Hey, yours were supposed to be there right freaking now.
What are you talking about?
Sorry.
Right now?
What do you mean? Look, if I check the stupid tracking on this...
Yeah?
They were supposed to be delivered by 8 p.m. tonight. What time is it there?
It's 10:21
like midnight or something dumb. Like
10:21.
They're supposed to freaking be there.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Well, let me do this.
Go call. Yell upstairs. You're in the basement, right?
Yeah. So I have to text. I always hate to text. Do I have a
Did
package?
a package come for me?
From
Do I have a package?
Sam.
It doesn't matter if it's me. They'll just...
Yeah, but everybody thinks I'm a big shot in the house when I can say Sam. Like when you call me,
you're a big shot.
I go over to like Maddie or Bobby or Marley if they're there, and I just hold it up because it says Sam Zion, and they're like, "Ooh, Sam's calling you." It's like, yeah, baby, you think I'm a big shot? It's the little things in life, Sam. Like, all right, so we'll see if that shows or makes its way down here, so then I can actually hand job them on the video.
Wait, go back to you can what?
I can hand job them on the video. That's production talk for doing one of these things. Hand model.
Yeah. I understand now.
Show them by hand.
Solid. Gotcha. All right. Let's talk about things the audience cares about, not our nonsense. Because we talk multiple times a week now.
Yes. Now it's...
Am I right?
Now it's a full-on love affair.
Now, I just dropped... one of my kids just pulled up outside. I handed him something.
Yeah. And
he said, "What are you doing?" I go, "Oh, it's a Barbecue Central thing." He goes, "Oh, your boyfriend."
Yes.
I went, "Yes, it's my boyfriend."
Whatever the kids do these days. Yeah. So let's talk. There's pieces of cutlery that are available, but also there are sets that are available. So what is available? I know I was going back and forth with you a little bit the other day. So, as we are sitting here at 10:22 and or 8:22, respectively, time zone, what's available on Make America Cook Again?
The Nakiri, the 7-inch Nakiri that we started selling in February and sold like crazy. And so we've now added an 8-inch chef's knife, an 8-inch serrated offset bread knife, and a 4-inch paring knife. It's a great set. You could do almost anything you had to do in a kitchen with this. Like I've said for a long time, you only need one good knife. And that knife should be one that fits in your hand, feels right, and you're comfortable using. I'm not saying go out and buy 4 knives. I'm not going out and saying you should buy my knives. I'm just saying a good knife is really all you need. But if you want to splurge a little bit, like a bread knife would be an amazing addition because cutting bread with a straight blade is not the thing to do. You'll just squish the loaf. The serrated nature of it is really there for a reason. It saws through. Mm-hmm. You can cut a baguette, a fresh loaf of baked bread, and when you go through with the serrated knife, it doesn't compress. It's going to compress with any other blade. The other reason to have a serrated knife is soft, squishy tomatoes.
Yeah.
Don't cut well with many knives. Serrated blade is ideal for that. So we've got the serrated, we've got the chef's knife, we've got the little baby paring knife. The 4-inch paring knife is my wife's favorite knife. She likes a small knife. It does everything she wants. She's happy with it.
I have to tell you, like, I've seen paring knives through my many years, especially, cutlery is a big part of the whole, barbecue situation anyway. But I've never understood where the best use of a paring knife is. Like, why do I want that in the arsenal, and what are its best uses?
When you're doing small things, small cuts, I cooked the episode that will air. What's today? Today's Tuesday?
Yes,
the
Tuesday.
episode that will air tomorrow. The episode that will air tomorrow is this one pan steak in a honey garlic cream sauce, honey mustard cream sauce. Sorry. And so I cooked. I made it today on the show. Sent a picture of it to Kelly. Hold on, let me see if I can send a picture. Do you want me to send you this picture? Or should I show you the picture?
You can show me the picture. By the way, Guy the Cooking Sam wants to know, when is the Sam the Cooking Guy prison shank going to be available? Asking for a friend. Oh,
That's
yeah, look
really
at
funny.
that.
I don't know how good that shows.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, show's good. Yep, good stuff.
So Kelly, I sent a picture of it to Kelly, and she goes, absolutely in love, want it for dinner. It's her favorite thing. I haven't made it for a long time. I've forgotten about it until Max reminded me that it was in our arsenal. And so she likes shallots. I did that with a regular onion. So I brought a shallot home today to make this. And the shallot is small, and a smaller scale knife is ideal for that.
All right.
Sometimes you make something in a pan, a baking thing, you need to loosen the edges. A small knife is perfect for that. Peeling an apple, peeling anything. It's ideal. Sometimes you just want a small knife.
Sam the Cooking Guy joining us here on the show. Can I? I have to ask. I have to ask the tough question here, right?
Go ahead.
A lot of knives out there. You got. Evidently, there's 5 different kinds of Henkel knives. Some are $10, and some are $10,000. And there's, JR. There's a.
By the way,
yeah.
Based on where they're made, that's the difference, I think.
There's a brand out there, and perhaps you know about this, or you think I'm trying to pull a joke over, but it's called F. Dick. It's really the name, F. Dick Knife Company.
I know F. Dick.
F. Dick.
By the way, I own an F. Dick knife.
Me too.
The blade is ridiculously large. It's a red-handled, crazy-ass thing.
Yeah, incredible. So, given the swath and encompassing quality of knives, like, where do we rate Sam the Cooking Guy knives? And I ask this because, A, I want you to be as unbiased as you can on rating the quality of the knife. But also,
I'm going to try to be.
This is unique because, rarely do I get the time to speak with somebody who is selling something to the public. And, like, literally your face is on that. I mean, usually it's the name or it's a signature brand of X or Y. So, to me, that means there has to be an apparent amount of quality that is inherent with the manufacturer that you're dealing with before that you would want to partner. So how does that whole marriage come together, and what do you like?
I met a guy from a knife company here in the States maybe 10 years ago. I was introduced to him by somebody else. And it happened because I was judging trying to remember what the event was. I was judging some event. I don't really think it was cooking. I think it was chefs, like a mini American Idol kind of thing. And the winner got a couple of knives. And so I'm handed some knives to give to the winners. And then the guy hands me a Guy Fieri knife. At the end, he goes, "Here, I just want you to have this one." I go like, wow, a Guy Fieri knife. Not the hugest fan, but it looks like a pretty good knife. I started using it. I appreciated it for what it was, the weight, the blade, the steel. It just felt good. And the guy that gave it to me wasn't that guy that made the knife, but ultimately made an introduction, and I kept his name. And I was in Germany in 2000 and the beginning of 2019, and I bought a $30 carbon steel knife at like a street fair, and I loved it. I loved the shape. I loved the handle. It was, but it was a short knife. And I came back and I went, I love this, but it would be cool if I could sort of customize it, make it mine. And I thought, wait a second, I've had this guy in my contact file forever. So I reached out and I go, if I send you this, can we talk about making a version of it that works for me? Because it's exactly what we do. So there was a lot of back and forth. This size, this shape, the handle like this. He goes, I can't make it exact like this, because I go, I don't want it exactly like this, but I sort of want it sort of like, you know, he read me well, and we ended up with our 7-inch Nakiri. And we started selling that in like February or something, and on pre-sale, and literally sold out within a few weeks, everything that we had ordered. And it was crazy. And then we've continued. So we did that. And then we didn't have any for a while. And then we thought, let's add to it. And what would we add? And I added the things that I would use. I would use a bread knife because I think it's important. I would use a slightly larger chef's knife for certain things. And then a little knife is always, as I've just said, super freaking handy. So that's how it started. And the knives have sold like hotcakes, which I've always thought is a stupid expression. I mean, do pancakes really sell that well?
They make international houses of them.
Oh my God. So there you are.
Yeah.
That's all the proof that I needed.
Right.
So my knife, it's great. It's good German steel. It's made in China, and some people are going to have a problem with that, but it lets us sell it at a price point that doesn't break the bank. And that was important for us. It's made really well. It's a beautiful freaking knife. The Sam the Cooking Guy name is on it. On the butt of the handle is that logo that's sort of up there.
Yep.
That face that's up there, that's on the butt of the handle, right? So we like the look of the knife. We like the feel of the knife. The Nakiri is beautifully balanced. The whole thing is, they sit in my drawer. I open up the drawer in the morning. I look at them. I'm like, I'm in love with these. The pack of wood handle is gorgeous. The whole thing. If you look, you're not going to buy the knife probably if you don't have at least some association to the channel, right? Or me, or you've known me for whatever.
Right.
But for those that do, people are really happy, really excited about them. There's been a bunch of unboxing videos for my stupid shit. It just like warms my heart. It really does. Really does.
All right. Well, if you're interested, or you got some holiday, or you need some holiday gift ideas, MakeAmericaCookAgain.com is the place you want to go and pick up some new cutlery for your loved one. And we're talking with Sam the Cooking Guy. Sam, hold on just for 1 second. I'm going to talk to the folks about the BBQ Guru, and then we will be right back with you as we pick up. And maybe we'll talk about the McRib video that you did. And we're also going to do a poll with my viewers, so we can arm you with even more instant feedback for a item that we talked about yesterday, I think it was. So stand by for that. We're talking with Sam the Cooking Guy, thecookingguy.com, his website. I'll talk to you quickly about the BBQ Guru. Look, they have the 2 new controllers that are out. DynaQ, Ultra Q. You have a ceramic cooker, a bullet-style cooker, kettle-style smoker. They'll even work on some offset cookers as well, depending on the level of tech that you want. The DynaQ is the one that has replaced the Party Q, which was the cruise control or the easiest access point for BBQ Guru controllers. Then you have the NanaQ, that's more high-end tech. So depending on what you want, DynaQ or NanaQ. Both in stock, both ready to ship for free. Maybe you took advantage of some of the stuff that I was sharing socially on the Black Friday and then the associated Small Business Monday, Cyber Monday. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, whatever the hell it was. Small Business Saturday, Giving Tuesday, blah, blah, blah. If you have questions about something that the BBQ Guru is selling, maybe it's about the monolith cooker, maybe it's about some of the accessories, give them a call, 800-288-GURU. That's 800-288-GURU. You can also visit their website and see everything that they offer. BBQGuru.com. That's BBQGURU.com. And that way you can make sure that you have all your questions answered. When it shows up, it will go on your cooker. You'll know how to install. And then really, you're off and running from there. BBQ Guru has been around forever. They're continuing to bring breakthroughs to the market, just like these two brand new controllers. Plus, remember, that ceramic cooker, you get a lot of accessories. It's not just the cooker like a lot of these other guys. BBQGuru.com or 800-288-GURU. The BBQ Guru continuing to be a breakthrough in barbecue technology. And we are back with Sam the Cooking Guy right after this. Stick around.
You're listening to the #1 most downloaded barbecue and grilling podcast anywhere. The Barbecue Central Show. Celebrating over 10 years of prolific and unparalleled live fire barbecue and grilling talk. And yes, it's still being done from Cleveland, Ohio. You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show.
Welcome back. This portion of the show being brought to you by Smithfield. You go to smithfield.com to get grilling tips throughout the rest of the year. Now, as the new year is starting to turn, smoking with Smithfield.com. Another place you're going to want to go. It's too late to do the grant program stuff, as you know, but you might want to sign up for that Committed Cooks program. Smoking with Smithfield.com is the place to go for that. And we'll be looking forward to having Laura Paul on as the year turns, talk about some new stuff that she has going on with Smithfield and the show. There's Sam the Cooking Guy right there. Thanks for hanging with me through the break. So, Sam, let me ask you on... the other thing that was out for sale now, we had teased it. It's I almost did it. The Intentional Leftovers Cookbook. I almost psyched myself.
Recipes with intentional leftovers.
Yes. So
I'll help you.
Where are we at with that on reception? Doing well?
Well, I'll just say this. Amazon just put it in the 20 best cookbook 20 best cookbooks category for 2020.
Wow. Congratulations.
My literary agent sent me a text today and said, am I reading? I think I'm reading this right, but your book is now considered by Amazon to be in their 20 best cookbooks. They do like their favorite cookbooks, their favorite books in many categories. And in the cookbook category, I'm one of the 20 chosen ones.
And this is just based on their opinion, or is this also with some type of a sales metric behind it?
I don't know. I don't know how they do it. She didn't know how they do it. And I don't think they tell how they do it.
Yeah,
so either way, if it was a sales metric, I'd be happy. If it was just their book procurer people's opinion, I'd still be happy. So I'm happy either way. It's fun to be on that list. I'm honored, and it's huge. I mean, I didn't imagine that would have happened with this book. No, you write a book and you hope it does well. You don't know it's going to end up on an Amazon best cookbooks of 2020 list.
Is it are you concerned about that? Like, you put out a book, and this is your fifth book? Something like that. So, I mean, it's not like this is your first one and it's like a whole new fourth book.
Fourth, yeah.
With this one, it goes out. You have, X amount of weeks pass. Do you call people and say, hey, what are the numbers? Do you secretly lament to yourself or pine at knowing what numbers are? Do you even have any idea what would be good numbers versus bad numbers? How does it work for you? Because it would drive me nuts. Aside from the fact that I hate reading, I don't want to read, and I never would want to write a book. All that aside, which pretty much blows up a bookshop.
So glad
it would.
So glad
it would be really nerve-wracking for me to put something out and then not knowing every second of the day how well it's trending?
I have 3 restaurants. I've never once looked at a Yelp review.
Ever?
I don't care. Wait, let me take that back. There are people that look and address the things that are worthy of addressing.
Yeah.
But a lot of Yelp reviews, and I think your viewers and listeners would agree with this, a lot of Yelp reviews are just people that suddenly have found an outlet for their voice. And the shit that's always bothered me is people that will write about an Indian restaurant. Food was this, I had this. It's just sort of okay. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. Honestly, I don't really like Indian food anyways. And that person's qualified to judge an Indian restaurant? We got here, I'm in Gray's right now. We had a 3 out of 5 star Yelp review from a woman who wrote, loved the food, she named a couple things, but in the middle of eating, a homeless person walked by and asked if they could have something. And before I could say yes or no, they snatched something off our table and walked away.
Oh.
That's now my fault.
No.
I got dinged down 2 stars because of that. So look, social media has developed this ability for people to sit in their underwear in their mother's basement, all gross and everything, and just attack. You suck. You're no good. I hate your food. I hate your restaurants. I hate you. You're ugly. You can't cook, in my case. And they do it to other people everybody that is in the public eye, even a little bit, a modicum of light shining on them. They get that. So I don't look at those things. That being said, there's people at the restaurant that look at them because of something significant. They have to address it. You have to. You can't let something go. That's just being naive.
Sam, the cooking
when
guy
it comes
joining
to books, though.
Yeah.
Finish. Go ahead.
No, I wasn't. I was
Tell
just...
the cooking guy joining me right there. When it comes to the books, though, I look at where the book is, how the book is ranking. I saw today, it was 225 or something reviews, and all 5 stars.
Wow.
What? Sorry. Whatever the stars were, I'm sure somebody gave me lousy because, not everybody likes me. But whatever it was the number of stars were 5, and there was 223 or 5 or something reviews. My father-in-law, my very first cookbook, gave me a 2-star review.
What?
I don't think he knew what he was doing. He wouldn't have done that. He doesn't cook. I'm pretty certain he didn't read it. He bought the book, and he just absolutely effed up.
Huh.
So what are you going to do, man?
You have to account for everything.
It's nuts. Yeah. So I would make myself crazy if I looked at that stuff every minute of the day. So I don't.
I have been taking shots at McDonald's over the past few weeks because tomorrow the McRib rolls out nationwide. And what I found fascinating in a correlative way is that the McRib video that you guys did a week or so ago has damn near hit 400,000 views already. Now, it's really one of the more popular videos covering a 4 to 6 week span, as I was kind of jumbling up the numbers here before we came on. And it's like by tens of thousands of views, give or take. Do we chalk this up to viewers being above the offering that McDonald's gives them, or do we have to credit McDonald's and say anything with McRib in the title is going to get eyeballs and watches?
Honestly, I think it's sort of mostly the latter.
Is that maddening?
It does get attention. It's maddening because of how you and I both feel about the actual McDonald's McRib. Like, I think it's just fucking horrendous.
Yeah. So does Rodney Scott.
I think it's horrendous.
Yeah.
Or Rodney Scott should feel like that.
Yeah.
But so we did our version. I made my own French baguette. It's like 18 inches. I made my own ribs. This is not I can't remember what they call it, a pre-formed rib-like patty kind of thing. God knows what goes into that. Nobody knows. McDonald's knows. They form it so it looks like there was bones. The ribs are bones or something. The meat's bone. It's just crazy. So we cooked full racks of ribs long enough that you could just pull the bones out. And that went on. I made my own French bread. That was the basis of the up and down part of it. And then the sauce would have pickles and the whole thing. And it was effing delicious. This one, mine. And I would argue for any of your fans making anything rib-like and putting it in some kind of bread thing, whether you make the bread or not yourself, it's going to be better than that piece of shit thing from McDonald's. But what do you do? People love it. It's iconic, and we all like things that are not necessarily fantastic because they're iconic. Would your cat just pee on your cables?
Just came by. I hadn't seen a cat all show, and then all of a sudden one just brushed by my leg, scared the shit out of me. So I thought it was going to be me peeing on the floor, but thank God it was not. Now, let's do this. A quick poll for everybody that's watching live,
go ahead,
and we can get some feedback. And podcasters, whenever you hear this, go ahead and email me. I will relay back to Sam. Does anybody want to see Sam make a pot pie of some sort on an upcoming show? Because this is a conversation that we had the other day, and it was shocking to me that the person on the other side of the camera seems to be a little down on doing pot pie for whatever reason. So first,
anti-pot pie.
Let me ask everybody watching, give me a yes for a pot pie or a no for a pot pie. I'll go ahead and monitor that as we continue to talk. But to me, and as I had told you, this screams big views, but this is comfort food now in this part of the country. I mean, today it's snowed 10 inches already today. It's 30 degrees outside. I would want to jam a whole pot pie in my mouth because it would make me feel warmer. But what gives?
See, here's the problem. Today was 72 here in San Diego. It was sunny. And it's hard to get your head around rib sticking, warm, comfort food that you just want to be inside by a fire when it's pouring rain or snowing outside. It's hard to do that when it's effing 72 degrees. This time of year, I want to do nothing when it comes to the weekend if I have some time. I want to sit inside. I want to hunker down. I want to get under a blanket. I want to watch a movie. I want to have a cocktail or whatever. And eat effing comfort food.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody agrees with that. So I don't want my opinions. I want the listeners, the viewers' honest opinions right now.
All right.
Right
now, here we go. We have Eliani Wood says yes. John Solberg says yes. Guy Chisholm says yes. Lady of Q, Sylvie Curry in your neck of the woods says yes. Dennis Busso from Colorado says yes. Hootie from Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh area. And we know since he's from Pittsburgh, it's suspect, but he also says yes. It's just a resounding yes. Yes after yes. So we have to somehow figure this out and get a pot pie on the Sam cooking show on YouTube.
There are not many things I like more than a pot pie.
I know.
It has everything I want. It has a thickened gravy-like swimming pool inside.
Yeah.
Yes. It's got the chicken. I put bacon in mine.
Yep.
And the vegetables that are in it have all been cooked in that bacon grease after the bacon was cooked.
Ooh.
It's got herbs. It's got thyme and rosemary,
peas,
sage. I like all that stuff in there.
You don't like peas? I like peas.
I don't hate peas. I don't know if I'm a fan of peas in it, but I might put them in just for you.
Small peas.
We could call them Greg's peas. There's going to be onions. You know that.
Yes.
Don't get pissed off. There'll probably be leeks in it. There'll be mushrooms in it.
Yep, mushrooms, yeah.
You okay with mushrooms?
Yes, love mushrooms.
Okay, good.
Big mushroom.
So this thickened gravy, it's delicious. And then let's not forget what makes a pot pie is the crust on top.
Yes. Is that phyllo?
Honestly.
Or what? Like pie crust?
No, I'd like a pie crust. I'm going back and forth whether I would do a puff pastry crust or a pie crust. I'm a pretty old school traditionalist, and I love puff pastry, but I like standard pie dough on top of a pot pie. That's my thing.
Sam, do you want to
And
answer?
I could eat the shit out of that.
No, there's no doubt. Like what I was telling you the other day, if we go to a new restaurant and it's known for something, but pot pie is also on the menu, I will go back again the next time to get whatever they're known for. I will get the pot pie the first time. I mean, that's always.
I'm with you. Anything in pastry crust, I would eat.
Yes, it's going to be delicious no matter what. Let's. Can we take two questions from fans? Sam, do you have time?
Yes.
Please.
Okay.
I'm
only here for you.
This question is coming from Dennis Busso in California. What brand is Sam's rotisserie fryer that Turku looked great? Turku. I don't know what that means, but do you have a turkey fryer?
Oh, shit.
Rotisserie fryer?
Yeah. No, we used it.
Is he talking about the ceramic cooker one? Or
No.
Do you have something else?
He's talking about the turkey, the hot Nashville turkey that we did.
Yeah.
We rotisserie that.
Yes, that's right. That was a rotisserie
And then when
cooker.
it came out,
my God,
we painted it. I'm trying to think of what it is. I can see it. I can see it in my head. If you send me that question, I will know. I got to get back to the house and look at it.
Yeah.
I just, for the life of me, I cannot get it in my head right now.
All right, you'll give me that, and I'll pass it on to Dennis. He is the official Colorado embedded correspondent. Believe it or not, this question coming in from the great beyond, John Lennon has written into the show. Believe it or not, peace and love, peace and love. Sam, I tried your grilled vegetable recipe with the anchovy paste and the brushing sauce. Excellent, but I screwed up the carrots. Oh, no. How do you screw up
what does
carrots?
that mean?
I don't even know what that means. Like, how do you
I don't
screw
know
up
what that
carrots?
means. I don't know. I mean, we need more information.
How did you make your carrots?
But this is what I say to... You're asking me?
Yeah, how did you do yours?
Well, I don't even remember the recipe, to be honest with you.
Oh.
Look, I'm going to say this in complete open honesty for you, Greg, and that's all I ever have for you.
Indeed.
I'm 61 years old.
How dare you?
I smoked a lot of weed and did a lot of drugs when I was younger. We've talked about this. I'm not condoning. Look, I'm not condoning any of this.
No.
I'm just saying, in my advancing years, age, I can't remember. I've done thousands of recipes, but I would say this to the person: make it again.
Yes.
In my third cookbook I wrote, cooking is like riding a bike. The more you do it, the better you get. You can boil that down to individual recipes. You make a pineapple upside down cake. I've never made one, but let's imagine that that's what you're going to make. And it fails. The second time, you go to make it a second time. Now you have what's called experience and wisdom. Now you can go, okay, well, it was too damn sweet. So I'm going to reduce the amount of sugar because maybe the chef's recipe was wrong. It was burnt. Maybe either it was too long in the oven or my oven temperature is not regulated properly. I need to do that. This is when you learn, and this is when you start to dial in things that are better.
Can I also
Nobody could ride a
say
bike
that
in the
you
beginning.
should you might want to keep a cooking notebook of some sort? So instead of, however you mess it up the first time because you don't have that experience as you're talking about, now you have a reference piece to go back to.
You're not saying I should keep a reference
No.
cookbook, a notebook. You're saying the people.
Yes.
Well, look here. I'm looking up anchovy on my website, and I'm going to see if it comes up because I think this might jog my memory.
Anchovy paste in the brushing sauce. Grilled vegetable recipe.
No.
Nothing?
No clue. I got nothing. I don't know. Maybe I did something.
Too vague. Come on,
I
John
will say
Lennon.
this. I will say this, and I'm guessing that you don't like anchovies.
I love anchovies. I eat them right out of the can.
You do?
Anchovies? Hell,
You're such a baby when it comes to food. You can't handle an onion, but you'll eat an anchovy?
Well,
unbelievable.
There seems to be a difference between things that are delicious and things that suck. Draw your own conclusions.
Why don't you do a poll and see if people like, okay, yes, whatever, Mr. Remp.
Yeah.
That's fine. I've told you, it's what Siri calls you on my phone.
Yeah.
Greg Remp.
Greg Remp. Got to add about 5 more E's to the end of that last E.
I'll be doing that so she doesn't question me when
when
I say that. I'll just let me say this about anchovies and anchovy paste.
Yeah.
You should always have some. It goes in a million things. It adds that umami level of the flavor deliciousness that you can't get from anything else.
And I think also that somehow they are immediately lumped into, oh, that's fishy. And I don't find that, I mean, like, nobody hates fish more than me. I really don't like most fish. And I was losing my thought there for a second.
Are you a fan of fish sauce?
No.
Are you a fan of fish sauce?
No, I've tried it, but
fish sauce
I don't like it.
Listen, let's stop it now. Stop it now, baby. Fish sauce is made with anchovies. And I'm telling you, a little fish sauce tipped into like a soup or a stew doesn't make it fishy, doesn't make it anchovy. It just makes it more, it hits that umami level of flavor, just amplifies.
Steak
like soy sauce does.
Steak sauce has anchovies in it. If you use that, like A1 steak sauce has anchovies.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. There you go.
Yeah. Now, so what I was saying,
to the same spot.
It's not fishy, and people say they like to eat anchovies, and most people give that person the stink eye, like my kids give to me. But I'll roll the top off of a can of anchovies. I particularly like the ones that are rolled with a caper in the middle. And I will just sit there with a toothpick and boom, 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 one right after the other. I eat the whole goddamn can. They're delicious. And on pizza, and in the dressing that I can't think of. What's the dressing?
Caesar
dressing. That's right.
Caesar salad.
Mushed. My mom would make it and just mush the shit out of those bitches.
I don't want to sound like a food snob.
Go ahead.
But there's no way to say this next sentence and not have it come out douchey. The last time I was in France, I went to a relatively high-end grocer, and I bought 5 different cans of anchovies.
Wow.
Didn't touch them. Came back here to San Diego, and over a 2-month period, slowly opened them up.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, what came out of those cans made everything you get from this country look like complete shit.
Really?
So for you, my friend, I'm going to find you some amazing anchovies and have them sent to you.
I can't wait. My mom just texted me and wanted
you
you to
can't.
know.
They're amazing.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
My mom just texted me and wants me to tell you that as a youth growing up, that they would actually put tins of anchovies in our Christmas stocking. Like, that's how much we used to eat anchovies as kids, all the way up to present day. We were big with the anchovies. Yeah. Loved it.
Are you a sardine fan?
No. Way different.
Oh, because it's fishy.
Yes. That's fishy. My father-in-law is real big into sardines.
I don't know what the number is, but a very popular video of ours on YouTube is the sardine sandwich. And it's fucking ridiculously delicious.
Oh, that wasn't
good.
One of the things where you dare somebody to eat it?
No.
Huh.
Sardines.
All right.
It's a sardine. It's a fish this big.
Yeah, I
You
mean, I
pop
know.
them whole.
Yeah, I
Come
know what
on.
it is.
It's like your anchovy. It's a cousin to the anchovy.
Of course.
If you like an anchovy, you got to like a sardine. Lemon, Japanese mayo, some arugula, good toasted wheat bread. Oh, my God. The lemon juice over the top. It's ridiculous.
Quickly, let's run over these real so you can see these. Wally Inskeep saying we did the stuffing omelet on Sunday. It was surprisingly delicious. If folks still have some leftover stuffing, like you want to hit this up pretty quick before it goes bad, right?
Let me just say to Wally, what he said, surprisingly delicious.
Yes.
That to me is the key, because I don't think it sounds very good. I think a stuffing omelet sounds like, I don't know that could be good. And that's one of the things I like to do is when I make something, when it sounds horrible, but it tastes great, that makes me super happy. Thank you, Wally.
And we will end it with this from Eric's Barbecue and More. Hi, Sam. You're one of my favorite YouTubers. So there you go. A compliment as we close it out here.
Thank you, Eric.
Yes. Eric, if you're not subscribed to Sam's YouTube...
Mad love all the way from San Diego.
That's
I'm
right.
guessing he has.
Well, just in case, we want to direct everybody over to the YouTube.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Cooking Guy. Make sure you search that, subscribe, and smash the ding bell and ding the subscribe button and all that other bullshit. Do all of it so you're always kept up to speed. 3 times a week, you can get Sam the Cooking Guy videos, and once per month.
I can't keep up with my own videos. There's too many of them.
Well, better too many than wondering how you're going to do the next one, because then it's pressure. We don't like that.
Let me just say this. Let me tell your audience, for the holidays, as we've done the past 3 years, we're giving away stuff. You need only be a subscriber to the channel. We're giving away an Evo grill. That's that round flat griddle I use. It's $3,600. We're giving away a Caliber Pro Kamado in stainless.
Wow.
It's a couple $1,000. We're giving away a Traeger worth $2,000.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. We're giving away some other stuff.
A cash prize of $10,000.
QP Mayonnaise is giving us $5,000 to give to one person.
What?
We're giving away $2,000. Yeah, $5,000 to one person, courtesy of QP Mayo. They reached out and they go, look, we're fans of you. You're clearly fans of us. We don't really have anything. I'm not going to give somebody $5,000 in mayo or mayo-related products. We just like to give you $5,000 for you to do something with it. And we determined the best thing to do was give somebody one check of $5,000.
Wow, that's incredible.
Bad Pickle tees. A lot of the T-shirts I wear, giving you a year's worth of T-shirts. Chosen Avocado Oil is giving us 4 times $500 worth of avocado oil products.
Wow.
For people. It's crazy. It's crazy
Huge
shit,
money.
man.
So not only
Honestly.
can you get a $3,600 Evo or a $2,000 Traeger or a couple $1,000 Caliber stainless ceramic type cook. Not only can you get $5,000 in cash, Polly, you can also get avocado products. Oh my goodness! And
Doug Scheiding's Traeger.
And I said Traeger,
not his personal one. We're giving you away. We're giving you a new one.
Wow, unbelievable!
Not Doug's.
It's crazy. So get over there, subscribe, and hopefully win. I mean, come on.
You just have to be a subscriber.
Just got to be a subscriber. You can't win it.
Completely random.
If you ain't
arbitrary.
Yeah. There you go.
Love that line. All right, buddy. Thanks, man.
Sam is here also, as I was doing the exit, and then we got sidetracked with all the thousands and thousands of dollars he's giving away. By the way, on this show, you get dick. You get to listen to me again next show. How about that? I'll give that away for free.
Quality entertainment once a week.
I extended my Cyber Monday subscribe to the show for free today and tomorrow too on Wednesday. So there you go. I'm giving it to you for free. You got to start paying again on Thursday.
You're funny.
But you can find Sam right here on the first Tuesday of every month as well. Sam, appreciate you coming in. Have a great holiday. We'll talk, I'm sure, many times before the close of the year, and we will see you again in January.
Talk to you tomorrow morning.
All right. There he is, Sam the cooking guy, right
See you,
there.
bud.
Love it. Great conversation as always. And if you're not subscribed, of course, get on over there and do that thing. Sam the cooking guy. Where it is. Here it is. So I'll talk to you quickly, because we went long, about Big Poppa Smokers. That's right. Contending with a toothache, so we send thoughts and prayers to Sterling Ball. The one-stop online shop where all the barbecue stuff is. That's right. It's BigPoppaSmokers.com. They have 13 perfectly balanced rubs and seasonings. Flavors to include sweet money and regular money and cattle prod and cash cow and double secret steak rub and Little Louis seasoned salt and desert gold. Just to name a few. Get them on your meat. Your friends will love it. Your neighbors will love it. Judges obviously love it on the competition circuit. You can't lose with it. Of course, they own Granny's barbecue sauce. If you're looking for something that's a go-to, something new, something that you want to get out in front of and say you're the trend center, try Granny's. It's great. By itself, you can use it as a base and trick it up from there. They're also selling cookers. We also know this. Are you looking for a versatile smoker that's easy to use? Can I interest you in a Mac 2-star General pellet cooker? Yes, General. Big Poppa Smokers is the exclusive Mac dealer, even offering special packages if you're not a fan of pellet smokers. Take a look at the Old Hickory Ace BP, the only charcoal smoker that Big Poppa trusts on his competition trailer. If you're a backyard barbecue enthusiast, then you have found the spots. If you have questions, call them 877-828-0727. That's 877-828-0727. Or you can shop their website, BigPoppaSmokers.com. That's BIGPOPPA Smokers.com. We are back to wrap the show. Right after this, stick around. We'll be right back.
Whole packers, full racks, legs and thighs, injecting butts. If you've never heard this before, you might think you found the best XXX show ever. Let's get back to the most homoerotic host out there today, Greg Rempe.
Hey, welcome back. Thanks again to Sam the Cooking Guy for joining me. TheCookingGuy.com is his website. Find him on YouTube as well, releasing videos 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. He did a reboot of the brisket video that they released a little while back. That was originally cut in a Seinfeld-esque, like all the way at the end, and then 8 minutes before, and then 10 minutes before, and then 8 minutes before. They've re-released it as a start-to-finish brisket cook. Same cook, different editing, still great, doing really well. So we thank him for joining us. This portion of the show brought to you by The Smoke Sheet. Go to bbqnewsletter.com to sign up. It's free. Ryan and Sean keeping up on the happenings of the live fire industry as they happen during the week, and it comes out every Wednesday. bbqnewsletter.com, a great all-in-one live fire resource. Hey, here it is. Here's the watch of the week. This is just my watch. It's still not the Vortic watch yet. But as I become accustomed to how this camera operates, this is a Bulova Precisionist watch. And what that means, the Precisionist is a line of watches that Bulova makes. This is in a titanium case. It's a kind of diver-styled watch, although the bezel does not rotate. You can see in the corner lugs there, they have ceramic paint. This was purchased through Stephen DeFranco, Barbecue Jeweler to the Stars, probably 10 years ago at this point. And it is held up exceptionally well. Of course, you buy anything from Steve, and he does all the maintenance and the battery changes and all that stuff. So the paint was done on those corner lugs to match the second hand and all of the red that's also inside the dial there. So they can do some custom work for you there. But this is like super light. You can tell that the face is nowhere as big as the Nixon 5130 that I had on last week. And I'm assuming the Vortic watch will be a bigger face than this as well. I don't know what the across the lugs are, by the way, if you're not familiar. These things here and here are the lugs. So when they talk about lug measurement, that's what it means. And it fits, nice. It's got a nice shiny bracelet on it. It's got the nice Accutron clasp system. So that's what we have this week in the watch category. Back here a little bit. Trying to get this right. This is the Bowl of a Precisionist. And next week I'll probably trot out the... what the hell do I have? The Bowl of a Accutron. And I got a new strap for that. So... stay tuned for that. That's your watch segment. Sam, can you give away subscribers? I'm on the road to 1,000. No doubt. By the way, kick some over here. I just need a couple 100,000. That would be great. Illini Wood sardines, very healthy for the heart and arteries. I'm still not going to eat them. They're gross. How about we get out of here? Great idea. All the way back in the first hour, George Motes showed up huge and showed up last minute. Literally. We talked about patty melts. We talked about the origin of them. Talked about burgers in general and how he's been doing these stop by appointment only hamburger slides once a week. A couple more left to go. Go to georgemotes.com. Also, the Smashula is going to be available. Now, I caution you, before you take a look at the Smashula's price tag and then summarily shit your pants, it's hundreds of dollars. I've given you this information in advance so you don't think it's an internet joke. But people are buying them like hotcakes. Like Sam said, that's a weird saying, but people buy them up. If you think you want a Smashula, you need to pull that trigger, no matter how much it is, because soon enough they will be out, and then who knows if he's going to restock. Then we talked with the bad Jew herself, Rebecca King. TheBadJewLA.com is her website. If you're out in LA and you like pork strami or you want to try pork strami, check out her website, see where she's going to be at over the next handful of weeks and months. And then the second hour, Sam the Cooking Guy, Make America Cook Again, where you can get all the knives. Mine did not show up. I had people check upstairs and they did not show up. So I'll make sure that we show them out next week. But you got the bread knife, you got the paring knife, you got the chef's knife, and of course the Nakiri knife, a 4-knife set if you're so inclined. And thecookingguy.com, his main website, where you can also get his book and all that other stuff. Big show planned for you next week. Meathead is in. Amongst others, we have some first-time guests as well. I believe Kevin Coleman's sighting from Weber will happen as well. So very excited. September 11th, 2001. I will never forget. Thank you, everybody, for the emails and well wishes on the ear over the course of the last handful of days. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. And we will see you next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. Until then, your program host and proud U.S. American, Greg Rempe, saying good night now.